and welcome back as always. We're back again.
Hi.
Hi.
We're going to be watching more The Legend of Korra today. I usually just call it Korra, but LOK, The Legend of Korra. This is episode 9 of season 2, called The Guide.
The Guide.
I am hoping that we are going to be back in present time with Korra. She got her memory back.
Mm-hmm.
And we learned a lot about the history of the spirits on the first Avatar, Juan. It was kind of cool to see the lion turtles and the different elements they possessed and how he was able to obtain them. And this Rava character and Batu, was it? It's so funny because like I remember it, then a week later I'm like, what were the names?
What's that?
But he's contained again. And Unalaq wants to actually want to have convergence or something. I thought he mentioned that, or he wants peace
Yes, he
amongst both worlds, so that does not sound like a good idea, because that might release this dark spirit, and I think the dark spirit's already kind of around anyways, because we have these other angry spirits that are attacking Korra, you know, balance of dark and light.
Still going to be within humans, so we already have that dark side already.
And we're watching Star Wars, so it just makes me think of that.
Dark side.
Like Jedi Sith, like, oh, which way? But
that's right.
Yeah, not good. So who's the guide gonna be? Maybe Korra can actually now hook up with Juan and have him guide her through certain things. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
That Lemur guard.
First
I like him. I hope he comes back. I like the Lemur guard guy.
Yeah,
he's awesome. But yeah, so I'm curious on where she's gonna go now to find help.
So,
and will she want to combine both worlds? But I think she wants to have them separate.
Too.
Probably a better idea.
Especially knowing the background now. So I don't
Yeah.
think she'll go with her uncle.
Yeah.
I hope not. That would suck if she went right back to square one again. I'm like, no, didn't you learn already? And we've been getting a lot of interesting comments. I usually try not to have anything influence us with how people feel about certain seasons or shows that we watch, but I found it interesting that I guess the first season that was going to be it for Korra, and then they decided to continue on, so the second season was made by a different company, so that's why the story wasn't as solid until later on. So we're still towards the end. I don't know how many episodes are in this season, but I'm thinking probably the same as season 1, so we're getting towards the end of this one, so now it's going to start picking up, I guess. I like the characters, and I'm just interested to see where this is going.
Yes, now did they know that they were going to do a next season?
I think at this point, yes. I'm assuming because them picking up,
going to be more flowy.
Because them picking up this season towards the end, I'm assuming that they probably had a bigger commitment already at that point. But that's just me assuming. And you guys are amazing, so I know you guys are going to let us know if that's right or not. But yeah, so shall we just get into this and see who the guide's going to be?
Yes, let's see.
I love your shirt too, by the way, Mom.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Naga and Korra.
Yes.
That's so cute.
Yes, so that, my goodness.
Yes, I hope Korra gets an air bison. That'd be cool. Naga's gonna be like, hey, can I ride him too?
That's right. Get on board.
Sure.
Hit.
Oh, that's cute.
Imagination.
That's cute.
Ew.
Because they're like snores. Snorville.
Ew.
Oh, gross.
Oh, change your plans.
Oh.
Oh. I don't know, she was really direct there. That's good.
That's good. That's right.
The guide.
There you go. Okay, he's the
changing
guide.
his plans.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's for sure.
Oh no.
Look at him
He's
just
gotta go
take
in.
control like
He
that.
has to go in the spirit world too.
Okay, yeah.
He's gonna release the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tarzan?
In distress. Are they gonna leave him there?
I guess upside down. I can't say it.
Help your brother.
Oh my God.
Break your neck. Ooh, look at Touchy.
Look at that.
So you need people like him. Uh-oh.
Oh,
there's his muscle. No platypus bear there.
No.
It's like, stop doing that. It's neat, though. So much control. Oh, he's trying.
He's oh boy, now we're gonna.
Oh, that's a big face. I like how his siblings stay there too.
Yeah.
They're not gonna make it. They're not gonna do it.
Oh my
high maintenance, are we?
Now what?
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah, so she has a connection.
Yeah.
Follow me, we'll show you where to go. You should tell them, that'll help, probably.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh God,
he keeps talking
patience!
too.
You're too impatient and angry, you're going against.
Oh.
What?
Whoops.
Everyone heard it.
Wait, look at that.
Aww.
Oh my God, aw.
Oh, see, she caught on. She knows.
Oh, okay. I know.
Oh, they can't see it now. Weird.
Wow, see that? Oh, that. Oh.
Cool.
Oh, it's more. Wow.
At least they're cute spirits. Not scary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why. Now it says.
Just water.
Oh.
Holy crap! He doesn't
Leave
care.
him. Wow, he doesn't care.
What a
You
jerk!
son of a gun.
Yeah, leave him.
Wow, what a jerk.
Good for you.
He's gonna get mad and attack her too.
That's all he wants.
This will be interesting. Gotta walk over these hot coals.
There we go.
Ew!
Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, he's threatening.
Look at his eyes. Blackmail.
Yeah.
Oh
he's
boy.
threatening. Boom.
Look you.
It's like a beard. He's pouting.
Oh boy. I boomed you.
Looks dark.
Oh,
Now, are they released to the world?
I don't know.
Ew.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, put them in a big air bubble. Put them back down.
Yeah. Avatar state. With so many at once. Impressive. This time. That's awesome. She got it.
wow, she did.
Excellent.
Well, that'll cleanse it.
Okay.
Ooh, no cleanup needed. Sweet.
Thanks, Tenzin. Kind of started it.
Oh, good.
No.
I just love touching you. Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Whoa, wait.
I'm so nosy.
Huh.
Tell her what's going on. Oh, they staged it.
Oh my gosh.
Mirren did.
Setting them up.
That
They're
sucks.
setting them up.
That's why they don't care so much.
They knew right where to go.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you guys are crooked.
That's right.
Is that Mila? Where'd you get that stick?
Social distancing.
Yeah, right? 6 feet.
Just hold her hand and go with her.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe
Yeah.
she can go and take him along.
Aw.
Big leaves.
Beautiful.
He wants that. Oh.
Oh, come on. Oh.
He has to go. Oh, it ends
Oh,
that
no,
way. Let me see more.
Naturally, naturally.
No. So we are getting towards the end. I don't know if the last
Oh
or like
my
the next
gosh.
episode, if that's the finale or not. But I think like
Yeah.
usually 13 episodes or something. But anywho,
Awesome.
holy crap. So
Yeah.
very bad news.
That's right. And
Very
Janora
much
is the
so.
guide.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yes.
That was
Right.
hard for Tenzin, but he is really good. He's so strong, and
Yeah.
even though he was pouting and upset, and I get why, because I hate how
He
he
studied
keeps,
so long.
yeah, and I
yes.
hate how he keeps feeling disappointed and like a failure that he isn't what he was meant to be through Aang's eyes, which I'm hoping Aang wasn't like that. I'm thinking that he did want big possibilities for his family, and they were just hard workers and just are hard on themselves because they can't do what Aang was hoping they could do. I don't know, but I just felt so bad. So for Tenzin to be like, you're right, and he's looking at his family, he's looking at Korra, and Korra's being mature about it, and she's like, I think we don't have much time. I think I have to, go with your daughter. And Janora actually went up to her dad and was like, listen, I think I am the one. And he just listened. I really thought that was still going to be an upsetting thing where he actually was really mature about it. He withheld it and said, okay, no, this is what we have to do. And I know the spirit world's probably really scary and dangerous, as we saw in the beginning episodes, where they can attack and they can really hurt you. So for her to be so young with no training, yes, she has this strong connection, but that might be a huge risk on her end to go in.
And he's not a complete failure. It just passed on to his daughter. So it's
that's right.
Yeah, and sometimes things skip a generation. Certain talents,
that's for sure,
personalities, you know. I mean, like, everyone has their own personality, but, you know, like, sometimes someone resembles someone else, like, a generation after.
Yes.
Stronger. Right. But I don't think he's a failure at all. And I just can't see Aang going around being like, you're a failure. I can't believe you couldn't do this. But I think maybe he was so positive and such a hard worker trying to get them to really connect and show him the culture and stuff that they just thought, especially Tenzin, because he was the only airbender, like technically the last airbender after Aang until he had his own family. So there was a lot of pressure on him where if he couldn't be like his dad, he put it on himself where he wasn't good enough, you know. But
and I think when she comes back from the spirit world, maybe he'll teach her what he knows, all his teachings. Maybe he'll help her be more knowledgeable when she does go back into the spirit world, if she does in the future. Maybe, you know, he can just teach her what he knows.
I think that would be great. I think he would too, because then she'll be more prepared and it'll be safer for her, hopefully. And I'm glad she made friends with these innocent spirits, like the dragonfly bunnies or whatever they were called. That was cute. I mean, how weird was that with the ears and the wings?
Oh, it's great.
But I think that's cool that she has that connection and everything is connected, where she was in the right place and she always felt like she had a connection to the spirits anyways, I guess. But when she met up with that statue, and that was the same time Korra was doing her thing, and that's how she was able to trigger and have a stronger connection, I guess. So it's very interesting. But yes, I think that would be great for them, where she can maybe even teach Tenzin, like Tenzin could teach her everything he knows, and then maybe she can also show him, and maybe that way he can also get in at some point and help out. Or maybe not.
That's a good point.
Maybe not, though, because that would be a better lesson to show not everyone can do what they want to do. It's actually a bad lesson. You don't want to teach anyone that, but it doesn't show that you have to be able to do that. Like him having that issue where he can never connect isn't necessarily a bad thing. And I think that's also good to see, to show that you're not a failure. There's other ways around things, you know.
And he's a great teacher, so he can just teach her what he knows. Yeah. He's a good teacher with Milo. Oh, he was a little strict with Milo with the...
Oh, Milo. I love Milo. And he's such a little kid, but it's so gross they have, like, the boogers and stuff. Like, ew. But it shows how he's just, like, you know, he's just being like, oh, Dad, like, he's monologuing again. And, you know, he's just bored. But I do like Milo. He is so cute. And I feel like he's cuter in this season than last season. Like, he was adorable, but he was way goofier. And in this one, he's more, like, a little goofy.
He's getting a little older,
Yeah, more innocent and playful and happy. So I like that side of him. They are working hard trying to be airbenders and going by their teachings, and how they're being calm and they're trying to meditate and they're playing the instruments there. And I thought that was cool. Instead of blowing into the instrument, like they're using airbending, and then he's ringing the bell. And so it's kind of like
really trying to contain himself, keeping in tempo, well, his tempo.
Yeah. So I thought that was sweet. And Tenzin, again, he let his own personal problem reflect on everything else, where he was just impatient, which was very different for Tenzin to be like that. You know, because he's always been so patient, and even training them to meditate.
And in control,
in the first season.
And always having something.
So he was just having temper tantrums. I just love how his siblings stick by him. I know they were all on vacation, but how they always stay there, even when he's meditating. They're quiet and they try to do what he needs, and it's great to have that kind of family unit. You know, that they're like, okay, this is what we need to do. This is important, and they're all very mature about it and really focus on the task at hand. So I thought that was neat to see that.
They do a little teasing, but they do compliment each other and they do support each other.
I love seeing Kaya, how supportive she is as an aunt, right? To her nieces and nephews and to Jinora. Just hanging out, she caught on and she's telling her things about it, like being supportive. Like, I thought that was so great. And I'm glad she spoke up for her, because being a child and not understanding your full connection, although Jinora kind of did, but she didn't want to talk about it.
Good.
Maybe it was because of her dad really trying hard, but they didn't know until he said that. So I like how she opened up and said, hey, you know, someone here might be able to guide us in the right direction. And so she's the guide.
Yes, she is. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. And Joy was very respectful to her dad. She didn't want to push.
That's right, yeah.
Mhm.
But once she was, supported by her aunt, she said, yeah, I think I can help.
Yeah, so that was mature, and I'm glad that, they all get it. They're a good support system. And I love Boomy, too. He's always so goofy. He reminds me of Sokka. Yeah. And he has, like, the branch. That was hilarious. And I love what you said about 6 feet. That was perfect. So now we know, of course, Unalaka was always up to no good, and not for good reasons at all. He's trying to release his ultimate evil spirit. So that's bad.
And he has a connection with him. He's been in cahoots with him, really.
Yeah, and he seems brainwashed, because when he was talking to him, you can see he sounded so disappointed. He's like, like he was so into this dark spirit. Like, he's like, I want to really help you, and I failed. And he seemed really depressed about it. I'm like, this isn't good that he's like that into this guy. That he just puts all his faith and beliefs into this guy. I'm like,
even to keep his son that got hurt by what had been into it. Yeah, that was really bad.
Mm-hmm. And he didn't even flinch. He didn't even flinch. He was so desperate to open up this portal. And his son's hurt. Who knows how bad? He's like, I don't care. Yeah, he didn't care at all. Didn't flinch at all. So I'm glad that, they kind of, hopefully saw that. Eska was like, all right, well, screw you then. Hopefully.
That's right. And the sister just took him. Said, I'm going to be with him. I'm so glad that happened, that she just went. And he still didn't care.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think it's always so freaky seeing the dark spirits, because we really don't understand a lot about them besides the basics that we've been seeing. So seeing all these evil bat spirits come around, and like, how do you control that? And that was so impressive that Korra was able to focus and actually use that power to calm all of them down, because I thought that was even more challenging, because it wasn't, I mean, like, we've seen big ones, but it's always just one. And now you have several small ones, hundreds of them, and she was able to contain them and stay focused and do it. So that was impressive to see that. And I'm glad Unalaq actually taught her something good, because for a while I was kind of like, she did try it a few times, but I really thought he was destroying the spirits by like, oh yes, look, you don't know what you're seeing, and it looks calm and pretty, so yes, they're at peace now, or I just completely disintegrated them and you have no clue, I just really brutalized them, like they're not around anymore. And I wasn't sure if that was a good or bad thing, but we kept hearing the music, and I'm like, okay, well, she did calm them down, they did kind of disappear again, but I do think it's an actual good thing. And even she said it, but you know us, we don't trust anything, so we always think things are bad.
That's right.
Unfortunately, but that looks like a good thing that he did teach her. Of course, for his own doing, he wants certain things from her, but
only for his own purposes.
So hopefully that'll come in handy, because I know you can't get rid of evil completely, but I'm hoping she could possibly use that power to get rid of Batu. You know,
I do too.
Hope so, yeah.
That'd be nice.
You know, I hope they're going to be safe and
Asami and Mako, I was surprised about that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Now I know she was looking down, but with her whole thing with her father, now she's finding out about Mako, and yes, we know he's innocent and that he's getting framed, but she's like, holy crap, like all these crappy things keep happening to her. And I really hope she doesn't believe them, because she's known Mako forever. She's been with him, you know, for a long time. So I'm hoping she doesn't believe her new boss over, you know.
I do too. And I hope she stays long enough in that apartment to see his paperwork on the coffee table. It looked like he was working on trying to get a case against him.
Yeah, I hope so. And it's just amazing to me and how fast things happen. I know we're getting towards the end of this season, but then she's getting back together with him so fast, and he's like, all right, cool. Like, I just feel like things get too rushed, you know? Like, he broke up with Korra, and he did love Korra. Like, yes, they're too focused on their jobs for right reasons, you know, and they're trying to make things right, and he's really obsessed with this, but he has to be, because he knows what he's looking at, and no one wants to see that. So for him to just break up with her, it just seems so forced again. And now, what, a few days later, a week later, I don't know how long it's been, but now because even Bolin said so I like he called it out too. Because I get having feelings, but going back and forth all the time, that's unhealthy as well, because it's great to have friends, close friends that understand it, but when you date someone in the same circle of friends, like, that can be hard. It's not very easy just to ignore it, especially if this is going to be an ongoing thing, and I'm sure Korra's going to be part of the group again, hopefully. Well, she's really busy right now, but we'll see. I know, we'll see what happens. It's not the most important thing going on right now, and I want the best for Asami, and even Barrick is like, threatening Mako.
Oh yes,
he bribed him and he just let him go. So that's the reason they were probably staging everything in his apartment while he was visiting Barrick at that point. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
'cause
stash this stuff in there.
he has a lot of money, people under him that, yeah, he really controls
Oh,
a lot.
definitely,
So
yeah.
I really hope Asami really doesn't lean towards Varric and believe that crap, because
I hope not.
that'll be shocking to me, because she didn't even believe her father, as disappointed as she was. Like, yes, there was a lot of evidence in front of her, so she knew, but she also knows Mako a lot more than Varric, so I really
That's
hope
right,
that she is open-minded there. So I guess we'll find
I
out.
hope so, yeah.
Mhm.
I think she's gonna find out. She'll find out
Yeah.
the truth.
I really hope so. I think she will too. So
Mhm.
I'll be sad if she
Yeah.
doesn't. But until next time, so poor Mako, he
Oh,
works so
boy,
hard
yeah.
just to be screwed over even more.
No.
That's right, all the time.
God, these bad seeds. And I know it's not Lynn. I really just don't think Lynn has any idea. Like,
No,
it's
she's
these
clueless.
other
I
guys.
don't
Yeah, she's
think so,
clueless.
no.
Because
I
I
don't
just
think she knows.
immediately like didn't even think she was in on it. I was like, no way. Like, she just
No.
doesn't know what's going on in the inside. So not
Oh,
good.
geez.
So can't wait to
No.
watch more Korra. Thank you guys for
Yes.
watching. I hope you guys are doing well. And we'll see you very soon as always. Bye guys.
Bye.
Good job, Janora.